Welcome to our new lecture that is about establishing hierarchies and relationship in SAP Analytics Cloud modeling. So let's begin. First of all, we have to know that what are the hierarchies and relationship, and what is the role of hierarchies and relationship in data modeling and analysis. So, understanding hierarchies, um, we have the structure level hierarchies for drill down, and we can enable granular data exploration. It means that hierarchies give us a very warm and very clear hierarchical wise or granular data exploration in very easy way. Also, we can structure our data for drill down reporting. There are two types of hierarchies. Number one is level-based hierarchy, and the second one is parent-child hierarchies. The level-child hierarchy is used for maintaining the levels, the hierarchies, which are the normally first, like for example, continent, country, and city. And the parent-child hierarchies are used for the hierarchies which are flexible and which are not fixed. So, for example, cost center hierarchy and chart of account trees. So, if we going too deep in detail into the level-based hierarchy, we come to know that level-based hierarchy level is also called the level hierarchy. This type is predefined level as we have discussed earlier. For example, country, region, city, and each level is stored in a separate column. So, what are the key characteristics? The key characteristics are suitable. It is suitable when data is organized in level, fixed when we have fixed number of level, and in this way it is easier for modeling when hierarchy depth is known. Then we have example of country, region, city, and all this level are in the separate column. For example, this would bring us the three level. First level will be country, and second level is region, and the third level is city. So, where we can use the level-based hierarchy, first of all, the geographical data, the sale organizations, and the product hierarchies. So, this type of hierarchies and this type of reporting is normally have the fixed level of hierarchies. That is why we use the level-based hierarchy for reporting of this type of data. So our next hierarchy is a parent-child hierarchy. So this is a dynamic hierarchy where each record references parent node, and there is no fixed number of levels. So as we have discussed earlier, that this is a flexible type of hierarchy. Its key characteristics are flexible depth, recursive, it is recursive, and stored in two columns, ID and parent ID. So it use only two column ID and parent ID column, and and it also has the description normally. So it is a best for hierarchical structure like chart of account, organization structures, and so on. So as you are seeing in screen that we have the ID column and the parent ID column and the description. So in the first column we have the ID of 100 and the parent is null. So it's mean that the 100 member is the whole sole parent of all the child. So the second number is 101, and here is the parent ID is mentioned. Where parent ID is 100, so it's mean the parent of 101 is 100. So so when we maintain this type of the parent-child hierarchy, we can get the tree-like structure, like is shown here. The CEO under has a two-child sales head and a finance head, whereas the sales manager 1 and sales manager 2 are in the hierarchy of sales head. So let's move on. What are the key differences level hierarchy and parent-child hierarchy? So here there are, if we discuss about the feature of a structure, it has the level hierarchy have the fixed number of levels, whereas the parent-child hierarchy have the dynamic level we have discussed earlier. And in respect of data modeling, separate column per level is defined, whereas one column each for ID and parent. In terms of flexibility, it is a less flexible. The level type hierarchy is a less flexible, whereas the parent-child hierarchy is a highly flexible. In case of use case example, like for the level hierarchy at the geography and product and share organization, etc. Whereas the parent-child hierarchy has example of org chart, share account, trees, etc. So in respect of the depth of hierarchy, we have known and fixed in case of level hierarchy, whereas in case of parent-child hierarchy, it can be variable. So a lot of flexibility obtained in this type of hierarchy in the parent-child hierarchy. So most of the companies use the parent-child hierarchies. So if we want to explore, if we want to do practically in SAP Analytics Cloud, we can go in modelers and then select dimension and then add levels and assign column for each level. Whereas for parent-child hierarchy, we have to go to the in modeler and we'll create a dimension or private dimension or public dimension and then define ID and parent ID column set as parent-child. So please note that we are going to explore. We are going to create both type of hierarchy in direct into the system. So so, so there is no need for haphazard or uh, no need of confusion or no need of tension. So I hope you will stick to the lecture as well. So the next thing is relationship. We have discussed hierarchy, and the next thing in term of SAP Analytics Cloud is the relationship. So but for the defining of relationship, we define links between dimension and measure, and we ensure consistent filtering and drill down. So, like master detail information, we link the dimension, we link the model, and and ensure consistent filtering and drill downing. So, what are the types of relationship? There are three type of mainly relationship: public dimension, private dimension, and link dimension. The public dimension are the reusable type of dimension, whereas private dimension are not reusable. It's only used in the particular model. Whereas the link dimension are the cross model use. So this is a example. This is a practical for creating link dimension. We will do practically, and after that, what are the benefits of hierarchies and relationship? Here are the four major benefit for hierarchies and relationship. First of all, we have the drill down multi-level analysis. User, a business user, or any C-level user can be can perform multi-level analysis in a very easy way. The second thing is data reuse. When in case of when we create public dimension, those public dimension can be easily used across any other models. Whereas the type of flexibility, a lot of flexibility occurs by in terms of reporting, income of and dashboarding. So it has a very vast flexible environment. So last but not least, after doing all the effort, we have the better visualization and we can enhance our chart and table very easily by using this feature of hierarchies and relationship. So what are the use of hierarchies and relationship in stories and dashboard? We can use hierarchy navigation in chart when we create hierarchies between the model. The hierarchy option automatically occurs, automatically appear when we defining our chart, when we creating our chart. So link filters across widget also be very accessible, also be very usable, and also we have the aggregated KPIs with drill down featuring. So when we let's summarize our lecture that we have the hierarchies which give a structured exploration of and of data, whereas the relationship give us a connected dimension and the connected data which assume which give the clear picture of our data. And when we use both hierarchies and relationship in our stories, we have the very powerful story and we have the very powerful analysis in terms of SAP Analytics Cloud. So, for the sake of creating hierarchies and level type, we would go to the option modeler, and then we will select our already created model, that is sales final 25, and there the region level is maintaining very already maintaining, whereas we have to maintain the city and then area level in this model. So for this we will create another column which will in the section of dimension. So we will use this dimension accordingly. So let's click on the add dimension, and here we will write the the city level, and then click on the add. Here it is. The city level is now being added. So for the fixed level of entry, we can maintain the table, the the dimension table, which you already know that we can use the dimension table for appearing for fixing any fixed level of we use the dimension table for our fixed member for this dimension. So let's I give 001 for Karachi. Let's say I'm giving the value for Karachi, and for the next value we will click on the other plus button, and we will give the member ID 0002, and then Lahore. So in this way, we create by default. We will select the Karachi city and then click on the OK. Now saving its dimension table accordingly. We will use this value in in any model according to our requirement. Here it is. Now the model is saved successfully. Let's get back to our structure of sales funnel 25. Let's have a look on the newly created column in the dimension section. Here it is. Now you can see the city dimension is showing. Let's create another level of data. That will be the area, and then click on the add.